Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon once again. So sorry, the network has been up and down. Not to take much of our time, today we are getting into the first range of counseling, which is educational counseling. That's the first range of counseling. What is educational counseling? To you, what do you feel educational counseling is? Educational counseling is also known as academic counseling, which helps individuals achieve a good academic performance, good academic excellence. That is what educational counseling. We're going under a fantastic topic under this educational counseling. We're treating a fantastic topic under this educational counseling. And what is the topic is overcoming learning barriers. Overcoming learning barriers. And what does this mean? Overcoming learning barriers refers to the process of identifying and addressing obstacles that hinders an individual's ability to absorb new information. And these barriers can be internal or external, even combination of the both barriers, and can affect learners of all ages, their abilities and their background. It can affect it. Now we have categories of barriers. The first category, I call it cognitive barrier, and this cognitive is learning difficulties due to cognitive impairment and disabilities. Due to cognitive impairments or disabilities and disabilities. What does this mean? That is those that have this cognitive cogent serious impairments and serious disabilities. This is the first category of barrier. The second one is emotional barrier. And this emotional barrier is learning difficulties as in emotional challenges that affect or that hinders learning, such as anxiety or fear or depression. This also hinders learning. This is the second category of barrier. The third one, I call it environmental barrier. Another environmental barriers, we have physical or technological obstacles that limit access to learning resources. That is another one. That is, we have limited physical or technical, those that are less privileged for going to learn, maybe the school, the formal education or informal education or non-formal education. They don't have access to any of this. Another one is, I call it social barrier. Social barriers, social challenges, that affect learning, such as bullying or social isolation. Bullying in the school, bullying anywhere, the social like that said they decide not to just roll or interact or have a relationship with people around them. The last one is cultural barriers. We have cultural differences, and cultural differences can affect learning. It can affect learning styles and communication. Okay, someone that is an Hausa person, and ask a person to come and take maybe Yoruba or English. Don't misquote me. They will, but before people of my child of my tribe, maybe a typical Yoruba people, they found themselves in that class, and the person is an Hausa and has this Hausa intonation and dialect that knows it very, very well. That the tongue is not that loose to English, they will have problem because the learning style and the communication will be very, very difficult. Now, we have strategies for overcoming learning barriers. The first one is identify the barrier. We need to recognize the kind of barrier that the person falls under. Recognizing the specific obstacle that is hindering learning. Okay, is it the cognitive barrier? Is it the emotional barrier? Is it the cultural? Is it the social? Is it the environmental barrier? Okay, which kind of barrier is stopping this person? What is the obstacle hindering this person from learning? You need to recognize it. The second point is you need to assess the learner's need. Understand the learner's strengths, the weaknesses, and learning style. Okay, as some students, they'll tell you they don't understand. They'll come and meet you in your office. Man, what you taught us in class the other time, I did not understand. Can you please explain? I've seen students of such, not even one, not even two, not even talk of five. They'll come and meet, some of them will even come in group. They'll come and meet me, excuse me, ma. What you taught us in class? We did not understand, that's why we said we should come. Most especially those just coming out from, this less privileged area. So they have to bring them to the city. So for me as a teacher and as a counselor, I will never look down on them. I'm always happy about it. So we have to sit down. I have to tell them, okay, no problem. During your short break or your long break, you can come over. And during the short break, I will not have excuse for them that today that no. I have to see them back or go to the lab and or a hall or the library, they will start interacting. Do you understand? I start giving them explanation, because I have to know their weaknesses, I have to know their strengths and their learning style. With that, teacher and parent will start achieving something good. Okay, you as a parent, you discover that your child or your ward doesn't like where there is noise, does not understand anything where there is noise. Okay, your duty is to just create a serene environment for that person that is meant for learning for that child. So you will start asking him or her, do you understand? It's as a parent, or especially we mothers, to start having time for our children, not work all the time. Okay, what you learned in school today, what have you learned in school today? Do you understand it? Okay, you go through the notes, you read some, and you're able to explain. With that, even though you cannot explain, do for examples. Remember those days, my mom, even my grandma, she will be giving me some old Yoruba tales to support what I've read. There was a time I was telling her, somebody gave me a proverb I did not understand. My mom, I had to tell her. She was explaining. Later when we went to grandma said something of that nature. We are not asking her to tell us the meaning related to it. With that kind of thing can never live here at all. Can never. So you need to understand, you don't need to identify the barrier. You need to, number 2, assess the learner's needs, the strengths, the weaknesses, and learning style. The number 3 is develop a learning plan. That is, create a tailored plan to address the learner's need and overcome the barriers. You need to do a good and professional plan. Okay, I'll get to do it. You see that a student is lacking behind your class, you invite such students. Ask the person, what happened? Why are you not? One of my colleagues as teacher is taking mathematics. So he discovered that 2 students are not doing well in the class. So he came to me as a counselor. I told him, okay, I will invite them as a counselor, then you invite them as your teacher, because I will refer them back to you as the teacher to handle them. So I asked them, what are your plights, what are the things, what are your weaknesses? I had to know their weaknesses and their strengths. And they had to speak up. Okay, with that, I had to transfer them back to their teacher. So he discovered that the way he had to bring up a new tailored plan for them. So at the end of the whole class, after the close for that day, they had to wait. The man had to explain to them again. You had to give them personal assignments, and they must submit the following. Lo and behold, these 2, they are very, very good in mathematics now. Now even me, when I saw I was seeing their scripts, seeing their result, I was so impressed. So you need to develop a professional and a well-tailored plan so that it's go in line with what you want, what the good academic performance you want to bring out of your learner. Another one is providing support and accommodation, offering additional support and accommodating such assistive technology, extra time to complete assignments. Some of my students, they know me when they come, ma, we do not understand, we not okay. You know what? Let's ask Google. Let's do it on AI. Let's go to YouTube for tutorials. They're like, fine, I will give them my phone willingly. They will use my phone willingly, just truly. And when they ma, we do not understand this on YouTube, we don't understand this on Google, we don't understand this on AI. Okay, I'll go through it myself. I'll tell them, give me a sheet of paper, give me a note, I'll write some things down, I will bring it out to my own understanding, I will explain to them. Do you understand this? They say, oh, that's especially, you know, my gender. They will start telling me, yeah, this, like, they will start giving me stories that relate to it. And lo and behold, there is interactive section. I'm giving them, as I'm assisting them to complete the assignments they are being given. As a teacher, we call teacher, we are tutors, we are mentors. We are meant to guide, meant to lead them to what they don't, enlighten them to what they don't understand. So far, we want to bring the good academic performance out of them. So you need to be accommodative, not that you have to send them away. I've experienced going to a school, and when they are doing a send forth for a particular teacher, they were telling students to come and talk about the person. Just a teacher, a very young teacher for that matter. They were crying. Like, what was coming out of their mouth? Like, mommy never neglected us, she's always accommodating. Even if she bring food, we'll eat out of it, we'll do this. Our assignment, she's always helping us out. In fact, she's always doing this, she's always doing that for us. Because the teacher was accommodative. So as a teacher, even as a parent, you don't need to just reject your child like that. No, you need to bring them, accommodate them, help them. You need to provide an assistive technology for them to do their assignments, to help them out. Those viewing, thank you very much. Continue to share. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for liking and sharing. So you have to just provide support and be accommodative, so that you're able to overcome these learning barriers. Because you start see people, teachers are now complaining nowadays that I don't understand my students. There was a time I was laughing when a friend of mine, she's teaching, telling me that out of 30 something of our students, like 15 of them are not doing well. I had to look at her and get teacher. So what is achievement for that term? Like, what do you mean? Yes, now when 15 out of 30 something are not doing well, so what is your achievement as a teacher? I just want to know what you're achieving. Just tell me what you've achieved, because you're not accommodating, you're not providing this supportive, you're not supportive. So with this, we need to provide support and be accommodating, that is offering additional support and accommodation such as assistive technology or extra time to complete assignments. I'm not a mathematics teacher. My students will still come and ask me, do you understand this in mathematics? Otherwise, you know you do not understand. Why did you tell your teacher? They'll tell them, yes, we still need you to explain. And I'll do the little that I know. I'll tell them, this one and this one that I do not know. Go and meet your class teacher to explain the method to you. And the man, I do credit him, he's a very young man. He will still go back to class and tell them to sit down. He will extend the method to them again. After that, do you understand? Students are sometimes funny. They say, yes, let them leave the class. Let him leave the class. They will still come back again. Excuse me, my mistress, we did not understand. I will start laughing. I tell you, your mind is just settled in class. And last but not least, because I said it's a party, and the party will continue next week, monitoring progress and adjusting the plan. That is, you regularly monitor the learner's progress and adjust the plan as needed. Okay, there was a time a student, I discovered she's not that good, or she's not doing well academically. So I invited her to my office and I told her, I discovered you're not doing good work. And she explained. After that, God's helping us, just truly, I started engaging some teachers with her, and they should please help us out. She needs to grow well because she was going to SS3, I think then. So with the help of God and the help of the teachers, including mine, and she's doing good. But I do monitor her regularly. I do. In fact, they're thinking maybe I was gonna give back to her, or maybe my elder sister gave back to her, my elder brother. So I'm monitoring her. So I'm always telling her, bring your notes. Let me see all your notes for today. Bring it. If it's not complete, she knows. She knows the punishment. She knows what I will do for her. She knows what I will do to her. So she must go and she must tell me, explain what she has learned for that day. I will tell her, what did you achieve today in this lesson? What did you achieve? And she explained. Lo and behold, she's doing well. Then later I decided to change my plan because she's used to it. I decided to change my plan. I will not visit her in class every day. At the end of every week, I'll just tell her to come to I'll just tell her, baby girl, tomorrow, come with all your notes. Meet me in the office, okay? They tell me, okay, ma. Those ones that I have their timetable. Those ones that she did not bring, she was still the reason why she did not bring it. And with this, I did not do it alone. I involved her mom. That will be doing this with this for her to do well. And she's thanking God today. So as a teacher, be accommodative, please. Then you need to identify the kind of barrier your students falls under. The barrier, the obstacles, the hindrance that is stopping them, that does not allow them to learn. We need to overcome this learning barrier. Good afternoon once again. Sorry for staying too long because the network has been up and down. You can watch, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Uzana Luarino on YouTube. Keep watching. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Those liking, share, comments, share, tell a friend to speak to the counselor. Good afternoon once again. See you next week. I love you all.